Would it surprise you to learn that I've made more than my lawyer friends who studied harder, went to better schools, and even have bigger student loans than I do? It almost feels illegal that I know this. But after working with Toni and Santi and helping them both generate over $40K per month for their offer in the Spanish market, more than $29K a month for Alan doing FBA, and over $50K per month for Khari and his business partner doing remote cleaning coaching, I realized something that they all have in common. And no, it's not a viral morning routine. It is actually something that 99% of people don't do, even though it costs them nothing. If you are waking up every day going to some job site or a sterile cubicle working hours you hate, you need to know this because it could be what breaks the cycle for you. It could even be the difference between you telling yourself one day or day one. It is a simple checklist of 9 things, daily non-negotiables, I'm going to share with you. Number 1, reflect. Why do you want to make more money? You have to ask yourself, why do you have this burning desire to be an entrepreneur? I mean, let's face it, the thing that is, it's glamorous, right? Making more money and having all of this wonderful transformation and the vision that once you've made it, what it looks like, how it feels, the car you drive, the clothes you wear, the type of, people you surround yourself with, the experiences that you can afford. But the thing you have to bear in mind also is that there will be sleepless nights, especially if you're trying to figure it out by yourself. And lack of self-awareness is why many fail in entrepreneurship. So you don't want to do that to yourself. Knowing your target is almost as important as why you're aiming there. No, you don't have to start a business. You can get a job and make decent money, sure, but you also have to be realistic about this one aspect, which is if you have no skills, then you need to learn them. And because you have to crawl before you walk, as you are stacking that skill set, you might need to get a job. There's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5 or a job whatsoever. But if you have this large vision, you also have to take into consideration where are you at this moment in time and do what you need to do in order to get to your goal. It's not just about manifesting, it's about making it happen, doing the work step by step and getting there, right? So having a vision, a plan, and a deadline is what is going to get you to where you want to be. So you have to take a moment to imagine, what do you want for yourself? Who are you right now? And then reverse engineer from the goal that you have for yourself. Based on where you want to be, who do you have to become to make that happen? What does that person do? Nobody ever remembers the person who gave them a business card that one time and then they never see them again. You've got to remember that people buy from people. Strike while the iron is hot. If you're selling anything, if you have a business product, an offer, something that is a project that you're passionate about that you're wanting to make happen, start with that connection. Don't be uncomfortable with following up with and reconnecting with the people you've already met, you already know, and invite them into what it is that you are doing. You never know when someone knows someone else who can benefit from that thing that you are talking about, that you are passionate about, that you were dreaming about. Even if you're starting with just an idea, make it a goal for yourself to shake more hands, a minimum of meeting and talking to one person new per day to expand your circle. Follow up with everyone who you share your idea, your passion project, or that concept, that dream, that vision. Follow up with everyone that you do that with. For every person that you follow up with, you need to track that somewhere, whether it's Airtable or Google Sheets, or you put it in a notepad or something, or your phone. No problem, no big deal, but document your process. Make sure that you are keeping tabs, because those people you become memorable to, and then you never know when they will share with someone else who matters or has more connections than you do at that moment in time to get you in touch with someone who can really get the ball rolling. All it takes is that one opportunity, that one moment. And you never know who could be that for you. Number 3, lead gen, also known as lead generation. Every person, whether you meet in an Uber, it's because of a cold email that you sent, a DM that goes back and forth on Instagram or whatever social media platform, or maybe it's a phone call. Each of these is a brand new opportunity. Each day starts with a golden hour for prospecting. This creates opportunities to put your offer in front of more eyeballs. This leads to sales and means you can make the rules for your life. So you want to start with what's most efficient for you. For me, I started organically posting content on Facebook and Instagram because I like to write. I like memes, I like to take pictures, and then eventually I collected people's email. You have to think of every single person who's ever asked you how you knew or how you did something. Those people are in fact leads if you knew them. Now, because that was an opportunity, you don't need to kick yourself just yet. I do want you to get something out of this. Number 4, connect. Even if you're single, there's a hell of a good chance that you care about at least one other person besides yourself. Keep them looped in. Share updates with them, but also recognize that maybe they're not interested in the same things that you are, and if so, that's completely okay. But you don't want to isolate yourself. That's the point. While you're growing your business or chasing your passion project or whatever it is, recognize, sure, it's lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be. And that's part of the reason why building a community of like-minded people, it's actually the key to hitting really big numbers. Now, let's say that you don't know how to create your own community of people like that or where to find them. No problem. You can actually steal the formula to build your own community just like that, like the one that I have. It is located inside of my private group because I remember what it was like when I was at the start of my journey. So the link is below. But ultimately, you want to connect with the people who you love and who appreciate you while you're expanding your circle. Number 5, calm. Any chaos in your life will bleed into your business or your bank balance. And if you don't get your shit together, it is going to impact how other people perceive you and make them not want to give you attention. And the thing you have to know is that money follows attention. And that's going to influence how much you make. You have to go to therapy. Okay, no problem. Journal, talk about it, no problem. Take a walk, etc. Get into the sunshine. Your goal, yes, is to feel centered, because if you can control your mind, you can control your destiny. If you can control your destiny, you can shape your reality and what it looks like, who's in it. Nobody can nor should be the one person responsible for fixing you except you. So this is where radical acceptance and accountability really play a large role. Being a better leader starts with leading the self. Number 6, water. For me personally, I used to hate drinking water. I've hated it my entire life. But that was until I started experiencing something called neuropathy. And that's when I learned that water really helps me. It reduces inflammation. And so if you're looking to feel healthier, just start drinking more water and track it. Tracking your water intake is really key. Number 7, exercise. This doesn't have to be you become a gym rat or start being part of some run club or you go join CrossFit or do deadlifting or something like that. You just need to get moving. I would even suggest walk at an incline as much as you can, as often as you can. Too many YouTube videos do leave out the fact that 90% of serotonin and near half the amount of dopamine that we get is made in the gut. And sure, the productivity cult might cancel me, but I don't fucking care. Fuck them. Number 8, write. This can be a daily log. It can be a short checklist or even a little gratitude journal that you start. You write down one thing you're grateful for every day. I encourage clients to write down 1 to 3 sentences about what they're grateful for, and it always helps. Whether you're making $1,000 extra on a side hustle, or maybe you've got an offer or a program dialed in and you're already at 100K per month or beyond, there is always room for more. So focusing on what you already have reminds you that there is room for abundance, yes, and also joy in the season and space you are in today, right now. Number 9, learn. You have a supercomputer in your hand, right? So you need to use that as leverage and learn 20 to 60 minutes per day reading or exploring something new, not just scrolling, and then focus on using the next 3 hours or at least 2 hours per day, wherever you can squeeze that time, and then focus on mastery. Try it, test it, explore it, see what works for you. Textbooks, novels, films, documentaries, and any content you absorb should inspire you to create, to build something, and you want to build based on what you learn and you enjoy. And then from there, what is it that people need and want actively? and then you stack on top of that what you are building. What will really set you ahead of other people is learning from thought leaders outside of your current industry so that you don't just end up word vomiting the same fluff and information that other people are already using, because your objective is to get better and faster and be more of whatever that means for you. If you're not sure what skill to focus on, then I would suggest reading one book every 2 months about something that is adjacent to what you're into, adjacent to a topic that you are relatively good at. If you're not sure about those things, no problem. Who is it that inspires you? And then go read that book about them or one that they wrote. This will help you improve your memory and your empathy. Nothing against lawyers. I have plenty of friends who are lawyers. They have nice homes, sure. They have fancy cars, yes. And many of them know big words. But too many of them actually work terrible hours and are making money that they have no time to spend. For me and my clients, we have a family, most of them, and myself included, and we'd rather see them. If you're an entrepreneur or you're figuring out if you want to be, this is your sign to keep going. You are choosing a path most will quit. It is not meant to be easy, because if it were, everyone would do it. But it's one of the few career paths to make more than a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer, as long as you don't quit. It is important to keep going, but knowing you're going the right way is most important. You can steal my most valuable training inside of my private Facebook community. So if you're curious about what's in my private community, you can get a peek at how I help my clients make more than a lawyer when you come inside. Then here's what will happen when you come into my private community. You will see a 0 to 10K playbook. It'll guide you step by step on how to pick your own offer from a proven list of over 390 different options. Then you don't have to guess what to do with it, because I also have short videos explaining how to turn people on Facebook into your customers. And PS, it costs 0. I'm tired of seeing too many awesome humans not make more than a lawyer.